Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Friends of Gameology, hosted by MoonlightCrew.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less. This is the Star Wars Photomosaic C-3PO and R2-D2 1,000-piece puzzle. A cooperative game, in Molly's opinion, but sometimes semi-cooperative, depending on with whom you're playing. And I'll tell you why. At the end of the game, what you want is all these pieces to fit together to become this picture. And so that's these photomosaic means that there's tiny little still shots of the movies in each piece, and they all fit together to form this. Now, the reason I say it could be cooperative is that people will work together on this. Semi-cooperative is because sometimes people will palm one of these pieces and keep it to the very end to make sure they're the last one.
Tom.
And my entire family. Okay,
Not
thank
me.
you. So let's jump right into this. Simplicity versus complexity.
So Tom pretty much explained the rules, and that's it. You just try to fit like pieces together, and if they match up in shape, great. If not, you move on, and you try to find until you have all 1,000 pieces stuck together. So the idea is simple. Now, actually completing it and winning is more complicated, just because it's just complicated to do that. You've got so many different colors. These are actually made up. It's called photomosaics because they're made up of actual pictures from the different movies. And so you've got to match up all those small pictures with each other. So it is more complex in actual game play.
So as far as simplicity goes, this is a one-page rulebook. And the one-page rulebook doesn't even talk about turn order or anything. It's literally this. I don't know if we're catching the light too much here. I'll move it so you can see this. This is the rulebook. So, I mean, that's as simple as it gets. You keep trying to put these together until the whole puzzle is done. Luck versus strategy.
I think this game is all strategy. I think, and there can be different ones at that. The one I like the best is when we all try to go for the edge pieces. So first you have to flip all the pieces over so you can see them, and while doing that, take the edge pieces out and put them somewhere else. And then through that, you'll find corners, get the borders, and then work on light colors from there. But there are people that like to work on light colors from the beginning, where you find these 3PO goldish colors and then the blue ones of R2-D2. So I think it's all strategy, though, because you can pick one of those things that you want to do.
I think there's a little bit of luck in this game. There are 1,000 pieces, and just as I opened the box, I found one of the corners. Whammo. Lucky. If I hadn't, we'd be searching for a while trying to figure out if we want to do the corner strategy. There's 3 more in there I didn't just luckily find. So, I mean, there's a bit of luck here. But it does have a lot of strategy. Molly hinted on some of those, and I think that it can lend itself to different strategies easily. I think if people attacked it from different ways, they'd all come away victorious. I don't think any one strategy would, make or break the game. Fun versus boring. I do find games like these to be fun. These are, I don't know, puzzle games, of course, but also I think they're party games. It's the type of game that people can come and play and then walk away from, and it won't ruin the game. Like, you can drop players, pick up new players, and it goes up to infinity players. I mean, there's not a lot of games like that, but in this one, even though it does go up to infinity players, and it can be played with as few as 1 player, this is one of those solo type games, I think I prefer it with 4 to 6 type of game you can sit around and socialize, that type of party game where you can, there's definitely stuff going on in the game you need to pay attention to, but if someone, say, is maybe on their phone or, not fully engaged, you are still going to have fun, and that's one of the beauties of this particular game.
I find these games to be fun. I find them to be relaxing. This one in particular, because the theme is great. I really enjoy the Star Wars theme, and so I think that's fun. And like Tom said, you can just sit around and have a good time while doing this. It does tend to take a bit from start to finish time, but like he said, you can leave it and then come back to it. And so if you have a way to preserve it, then you can just bring it back out at a later time. So even though it does have a longevity to it, it can be helped with those strategies or those techniques. So I think this game is fun. BGG rating?
For me, I'd go with a 7. I don't tend toward the more puzzly type games. I think I don't know. It's fun, but don't get me wrong, it's fun, and I would play it if somebody wanted to.
Yeah, I would give it an 8. Probably would give it higher, but the length of these type of games just kind of, bleh. Also, there's some replayability, I think, because you can time it differently, you can have different strategies, and so that helps
Yeah, I mean, I said 7 and then pretty much only said negative things about it, but I mean to say that like that I would play this, pretty much anytime someone asked, and it is fun while you're playing.
Yeah. So every time we get to multiples of 500 subscribers, we give away a free glitter painting of your favorite geeky thing. So make sure to subscribe now.
It could be you that wins.
Star Wars Photomosaic's 1,000-piece puzzle. We've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.